Hello, and welcome to Ike's Venting Channel, episode 7. Today's topic is going to be social media. I am once again here with Sav and Abyssal. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Aloha.
Aloha. And as per usual, we're just going to go from Sav to Abyssal to me, and you'll get to hear our thoughts on social media and, uh, and how we feel about it. All right, Sav, go ahead, man.
All right. My opinion on social media, I think it has, what's the saying, a double edged sword where it has its good ways of being used and its bad ways. Uh, One bad way that's, I don't know, I talked about this before we started recording, but there were people, or I guess students of schools, they would make drama pages. And the idea is that they would just make an account, and then students of that school would just send in any drama or rumor. They would message them, I guess, and then they would post a screenshot, and then whoever followed them would see it. And some of them were just bizarre. They weren't, some were kind of believable, but they were just the really weird ones out there. But it's just not good because they just don't they're just spreading things that aren't true, because nowadays when it comes to anything on the internet, especially news, it happens, or at least as soon as whatever happens, it gets on the internet, whether instantly pretty much, and you have no time to react. It's just out there and you can't delete it, or at least if you think you deleted, it's gonna be still out there somewhere, because someone could screenshot that and then send that to their friend, and then they could screenshot it, and it would just spread like a wildfire, pretty much. But it just wasn't. They're just not good. But on the other side of the spectrum, good ways of using it would be for communication, for example. Uh, like if you were gonna make a group chat for your, like, a study group, or maybe an after school activity like sports or clubs, and you could be like, hey, we're going to have a meeting at this time, from this time, make sure you be there, and bring whatever you need to have with you. And it's helpful because you can, if someone doesn't show up, you can be like, okay, good to know that everything's fine, or hope things that do get better for them. And it's in a more productive way rather than doing any harm, I would say. But uh and a lot of it too, it just, I think it mostly depends on the person, how they use it. Like, I mainly use social media just to kind of be informed on what people are doing and what's going on in the world. I don't really care so much about uh the negative parts, or at least I try to avoid them the best I can, because there's a lot of, especially on Facebook, there's a lot of nasty people out there that'll start arguments just to start them, and think that their opinion is right because of what they saw on some media platform, and that's their only that's the only source of information they got it from. They didn't actually go on the internet and actually research about that topic. They were just like, "Oh, Fox News told me that that masks don't work, so I'm gonna believe that."
Freaking Fox
Yeah,
News.
or I know, yeah, yeah, or so, and then someone would come back and say, "Oh yeah, on CNN they told me if you wear two masks that it works," and but there's just no, like, I'm not saying there isn't data behind that, but when you get your research from the media, you create stupid arguments. But yeah, it's just when you use social media, be aware and use it wisely. And I think that's all I have to say about that for now.
Well said. All right, Bissell, your turn.
Hello. Okay, so I completely agree with Savageti over there. When it comes to social media, my experience with social media is absolutely null. Like the only social media I use is Facebook, but it's not mostly like using. It's just like Messenger. I just message people. That's about it. I don't look what other people are posting. I don't post anything over there. The only posts I've done there is not even by me. It was by my girlfriend who posted one of the pictures. We went to the zoo, and that's about it on my account. Uh, and I don't know. I have like different accounts as well, but those accounts are purely because since I have started streaming as well, I just use it for promotion purposes. That's about it. Do I check any news over there? No, definitely not. I have even without seeing what Twitter or Instagram or what those are exactly, I just know instantly that just all the kinds of news that there are over there is just bollocks in my opinion. Maybe some of them are true, some of them maybe falsified a little bit, some maybe fully falsified. Just I'm not gonna take the risk. I'll rather, if I want to know something about it, I just try to look up it myself. And yeah, it's just very hard for me to talk about social media because yeah, I just literally don't use it. Uh, what I agree completely about Savageti is yeah, it's just it's a double-edged sword. If you want to have fun with social media, then you have to be careful with it because Savageti what said is you can delete it, but it is still somewhere. Even if
Mm,
you didn't post it in online, it is somewhere in the data cache in your phone or in your computer. Because a lot of people think if you just delete it and empty out the trash can in your PC, it's still there. You can
right.
still recover it actually if you know how to. Um, and yeah, uh,
Uh,
I actually have a really good story for me when it comes when Savagari talked about CNN or Fox. I don't live in America, by the way. I live in Europe. If people don't know about that, and I had cable with Fox News and with CNN. And for me, literally, all the news they talked about over there, for me, it was a comedy show for me. Every time I ended work, I put on the television, I put on CNN or Fox, listen to the news, and I just had myself a giggle because every time what they said was just completely bollocks. And and if they said something that really happened, it they manipulate their words without lying, but also misguiding. How should I say it? Mm, it's like small changes to the word, and it will mislead people to thinking that it's actually more horrific than it actually is. Let's say for just for an example, a rape victim, but then someone will change the word for abuse victim or something like that. It's so those kinds of small words. What I made it from worse to better, but what CNN and Fox usually does is make it uh from less to worse. That's what they do,
yeah.
and it's just misguiding. It's so misguiding. Whatever, because and that's the main reason why I just try to avoid Twitter and everything like that. And that's the main reason why I don't like to people taking pictures of me. Even though yeah, I am a streamer and I have my face cam, but people don't usually take pictures of me. And if I do, then and if I stream, I just like try to not um, make any like mishaps or anything like that. So I am a very careful person when it comes to social media, and I just dislike the idea. For me, social media is leaning more to the bad side than the good side.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is fun to talk to people and have so huge connections, but the problem also is it's not a problem. Let's say you have some kind of an idea, something that is not usually thought upon by everyone else, but thanks to social media, you find that person. Let's say the same example with masks are bad. One person thinks about it in one country, the second person thinks about it from the second country, and thanks to social media, they unite and come up with these kinds of theories. Like I said, right now I said it in a bad way, but it can also be a good way. But yeah, my social media standing is still that just try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, I feel that. Uh, well, I guess it's my turn now. For me, also kind of like what Sav was saying, double-edged sword, right? The good, the bad, the ugly. Social media is an amazing tool to reach out to millions of people, right? But that's only if, you know, it's very circumstantial. It's only if you have a cause that it's worth it, like feeding kids or like feeding starving children and stuff like that. Like that's pretty good. But then you have Twitter rants from celebrities that will reach millions of people, and those don't mean anything. Like actually though, you have Trump, you have the Kardashians, you have Kanye, and it's all just blarmflug. Blarmflark. New word, just invent it. Blarmflark. All right? Bunch of crap. It fills everybody's head with nonsense and things that don't matter. And the things that do matter get overshadowed. Um, Social media is also a big source of unrealistic body standards. Unrealistic standards, period, right? Like actually though. So
Yeah.
you have a whole bunch of people that go on and model on there, right? And they won't show their actual body most of the time. They'll go in and they'll doctor it to make themselves look better, which as a photographer, I have no problem with. It's the fact that you lie about it, or okay, you don't lie about it, you just don't tell them that it's doctored. You go on there and you make it seem like that's your actual body. Like no. Like you probably have some curves, which is fine. Embrace that. Uh,
Mhm.
don't give don't give these people something to strive for that is firstly unrealistic and secondly probably can't do because you didn't do it to begin with. Uh Another thing is anonymity, just being anonymous. Like I swear, like this goes even above and beyond social media, but it's one of the biggest factors. People can say whatever they want, do whatever they want because they can be anonymous. Like there's no consequences to what they say. I remember there was this really big like racist ring, like a KKK thing on social media a few years back. And they were just able to post whatever, hate speech and all. And it didn't get taken down for some time. Like it was like a good like 6 7 months before anything had actually happened. And I don't know, man. I just feel as if they like social media gives power to the unknown. And by I mean unknown, I mean like we don't know what, but it's more like we don't know who. Uh, gives power to politicians and celebrities. It gives power to people who companies especially, like it gives power to people that shouldn't need it. And I'm not saying that they should get off social media, except Trump should get off social media, and and Kanye, because I worry for that man's health, the mental health. I do. What a weirdo. But I'm more of the mindset of social media should be for you, your friends, and if you have something to share to millions, share it, right? If you have a good following on something, use your platform for good. Like seriously, don't go on there for a personal vendetta. Be on there to help. Like recently, Danny DeVito. Did you know that Danny DeVito got unverified from Twitter because he supported unions?
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks that he got unverified, but that man used his social media platform for good. So, I don't know. Also, meme pages. If anybody listens to this that owns a meme page, stop with the ads. We're there for the memes, not for the ads. All right. Like I don't want to see some thought shit. I don't want to see some, I don't know, freaking, what do they normally have, some a mobile game or something like that that isn't Raid Shadow Legends, funny enough.
MILF is 5 miles away from you.
Yeah, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
the
That's the one.
there's hot milfs near you. You're like stop, guys. I understand that you guys need to get paid, but that ain't the way. Start a YouTube channel, compilate all your memes, and get paid from that, because you have enough. Trust me, you have enough people on Instagram or Twitter that will go and subscribe to your YouTube channel, and you can make a pretty penny. All right. Um, girls, please. Like I understand you wanna post your body, which is great. I am a very, I know, like actually I'm an advocate. Like no fear, free the nips type thing, right? But at the same time, nobody wants to see that thought shit 24/7. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Like trust me, I'm glad. I want people to be able to just be who they want to be and just share their body, right? But it gets
Mm-hmm.
to a point where you advertise for your stuff, right? Like people put up their OnlyFans and things, and I'm just like, all right, cool, but I don't know. I didn't sign up for this. Like it'd be like my friends, right? I'd be signing
Yeah.
up. I'd be following them. Then all of a sudden they they post like OnlyFans stuff, and I was like, all right, unfollow. Which is, I don't want to unfollow people. I want to back them. But like promote your thing once, and like once every week, and then go about your day. Every post should not be about it. But yeah, that's just how I feel. And then that also goes back to what I was saying before about unrealistic beauty standards and things like that. Like if a girl goes on and sees all these women doing stuff like that, how do you think they body shame themselves, even if they don't look bad? Like I know some people that look fine as hell, and they still be like, yo, I look like shit. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no. Like social media, I really believe gives body dysmorphia. Like you can get that from being on social media too long. And that's another thing. The time. People take too much time on social media. Like I know I'm guilty of it. Guilty as freaking sin. I'm on that bitch 24/7. But yeah. Speaking of time, it's all the time I'll give myself. Thank you guys for listening. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment as well. If you want to hear a certain topic, it'd be cool to hear what you guys would like to hear. Anyways, thank you. Say goodbye, everybody.
Mwah.
Bye.